Hey everybody, Holly from Exquisite Exotics here. Today I wanted to show you what we've done to clear stuck shed off of our geckos and snakes in the past. This guy is a little too excited for today, so that's why I'm trying to rope him in. So as you can see, he's got some stuck shed on his upper body and his two front arms. Luckily it looks like he's gotten everything off his head and his eyes, so we don't have to worry about that. But we've noticed that sometimes our older leopard gecko has had stuck shed in the past, and sometimes snakes just tend to have a piece here and there that gets stuck. And this is the method that we use to get that stuck shed off, just in case you ever have it and need to figure it out. So hopefully, this guy's about 3 weeks old. This may be his first shed, so we will go from there. If you look over here, I do have a small cricket carrier. It's very tiny from, like your Petco or local pet store. And I put a paper towel in, tried to put it all around every corner so he doesn't get stuck in there. And I've put made it pretty wet in there for him. Just get it really nice and wet for him to have all of that around him while he's sitting in there about 20 minutes. And we will go ahead and put him in and let him sit for a little bit and come back and show you how to remove it off of him very gently. Okay everybody, it's been about 15-20 minutes and we have him in here still. Shed hasn't been removed, so naturally it didn't come off like we've noticed sometimes with snakes. So we're going to have to peel it off. So let's get him out. Come here, Goofy. And we'll see how I can do this with him on me, because he keeps... There we go. Stay right there. I have just a pair of tweezers. They're not super sharp, but they're very precision with the point. So I'm going to try to get it off of him if he doesn't, try out for Barnum and Bailey on me over here. Come here, little guy. There we go. All right. I noticed while he was in there, it's actually wrapped completely around him. So if I'm able to get down in his... underneath on his belly, that might be a little bit better. Come here, little dude. You are crazy. Crazy, crazy. Here we go. Got a little bit back. There we go. There's a little piece. And that actually came off super easy. Of course, I'm trying to be very gentle because of his excitedness. But as you can see, that pulled right off. So now I see this piece here. Come here, bud. I'm gonna have to probably end up holding you like I do your mom. This isn't very graceful, but you got to be gentle with these guys. You don't want to hurt them or poke them in the eye or let them dive off the board. There we go. You getting that in there, Daryl?
Yep.
Nice. Hey, come here. Come here, little one. There we go. That is pulling off so easy compared to earlier. I did try to take it off before I soaked him, before I got on the camera, and it was not coming off. There we go. Come here. There we go. We actually have a lot on there. Might need to go back in a little bit with that way it looks right there. But I bet you're gonna feel so much better, guy. You're gonna feel so much better. And like I said in the last video, it is down his arms, which really stinks because I feel really bad for his tiny little toes.
So what we're probably going to need to do here, because it's still stuck on his arm, is let him soak a little more.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull gently.
And then go after the arms again. They are the hardest to try to get it off of, especially like Holly mentioned, their tiny little toes. So let's cut it here and let's soak him again and give him another 15 minutes or so.
Yep.
And probably didn't mention this before, but anytime you're soaking an animal like this, always keep an eye on him. Our tubs have a lot of ventilation; he can get out of the water, so we're not too worried with him. But especially if you ever have to soak a snake, you don't want to leave them unattended. We tend to soak the snakes in just enough water that it completely covers their body. So you don't want to leave them unattended in a closed tub with that much deep of a water. We've never had anything happen, but I've heard other people have, so we always keep attention to them. So we're gonna cut here. We'll be back.
All right, thanks, guys. Okay, everybody, here we go. Sorry that I'm not actually going to be able to show you pulling the shed off of him. He was extremely excitable, and we had to soak him a lot longer than we thought. It was a little bit more than 20 minutes of soaking, and then when he got out, it was all still on there. None of it came off in the actual soaking process like it happens with snakes. So not only did I have to use the tweezers, I had to use some Q-tips as well, which actually is pretty useful. The tweezers used everything off of his body, was able to pull that off very nicely. Q-tips, a little wet, just kind of stroked down his arm, and it was able to come right off of his toes without hurting him. So he's all fresh now. He was pretty brown, flared up when I was trying to deal with him earlier, and it was, I think it was pretty stressful for him. I didn't want him to be super stressed. So if you have any questions about taking stuck shed off of any of your reptiles, definitely let us know. We've had to do this with our leopard geckos in the past, at least the ones that are a lot older. They don't get it off as easy. And just some of these new ones I've noticed, these new little hatchlings for the Cresteds. Then of course the snake here and there gets stuck shed, but it is a little bit different process. So just like I said, if you have any questions, let us know. This little guy is only about 3 weeks old. And like leopard geckos, crested geckos actually will eat their shed. And I think that he just couldn't reach that part of his body. So probably his first shed. You got to be mindful of that. You got to pay attention to the ones that actually eat their skin when they've shed, because you never know. You never know what they're going to actually, when they're going to shed, because they may have already gone through the whole process and you didn't even look at it. That's about it for this week. If you have any questions, definitely let us know in the comments. Sorry we didn't get you a video last week. Daryl was away on business, and then when he got back, it was the weekend, and we had to go kind of right back to work a little bit, our regular jobs, and then we had Thanksgiving. So speaking of, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope that everybody had a safe one and is enjoying their long weekend full of food. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you like. Subscribe if you want to know when there's more videos out, and hit the notification bell. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm on there quite often. So hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Hope you enjoyed. Everybody have a great weekend. Thanks.